Kia ora, dry weather on the North Island this afternoon, while down south we have a band of rain making its way up the South Island, bringing with it some heavy bursts of rainfall in towards parts of Westland and Fiordland, and even some thunderstorms perhaps even making their way in towards parts of Otago and South Canterbury. By evening time, this band of wet weather reaches in towards Christchurch and up as far north as Westport. But for the North Island, other than an odd shower about the higher ground, many spots will stay dry throughout the rest of the day on Thursday, just seeing the cloud increasing as we head towards the end of the day. Now behind this band of wet weather, we'll also find some cooler air making its way up across the South Island. It's a bit of a change to the high temperatures we've seen in the recent days across the south. Overnight tonight, this front continues to move northwards. It weakens a fair bit, but it does mean that we start the day across these middle parts of the country with a little bit more cloud and also a few showers for, say, Wellington, up towards Manawatu and across in towards Wanganui and Taranaki. The far northern parts of the country, though, staying dry through most of the night with some nice clear skies through into the early hours of the morning, and temperatures up there as well. Still very warm indeed. 18 degrees Celsius an overnight minimum temperature for Auckland City there. And down south, with that cooler air, we'll find our temperatures back down to lows of around about 6 or so through parts of Southland. Looking ahead into Friday, we have this weak feature across those middle parts of the country, a bit more cloud through there. As we head through the afternoon, we'll find showers springing up across these eastern parts of the North Island. Bit of an improving story for the South Island though, the cloud breaking up through Canterbury during the morning time to give some brightness, and for many spots a dry story. You can see they will keep hold of a few showers around Buller and into towards the Nelson Ranges. The next feature, this area of low pressure, will be bringing some wetter and windier weather in store for the weekend. So that's something to watch out for, particularly for those northern and western parts of the country. But for Friday, let's have a look at the North Island. Well, we start off with those showers and cloud across Wanganui down towards Wellington. They'll start to weaken away and some brighter weather as we head through the afternoon. You can see up north plenty of clear sky and sunshine for the Bay of Plenty to start the day. We might find a few showers springing up and developing there as we head through the afternoon. But I think a lot of the activity will be about the higher ground of Taupo and towards the ranges of Hawke's Bay and Tairāwhiti. If you're down towards places like Napier or Gisborne, I think you'll find it might turn cloudier through the daytime, but I think most of the showers will be up about the higher ground. For Auckland, any early showers soon disappearing, and most of the time it's a pretty decent day for you, some nice spells of afternoon sunshine. In terms of our temperatures, it's the Bay of Plenty which does pretty well. Highs here of 27, 28 degrees Celsius for places like Rotorua and up in towards Tauranga, and I don't think you'll find it's far behind through Waikato as well, some pretty decent temperatures through there as well. Down south though towards Wellington, the return of those southerly winds will mean our temperatures struggle just again to get to 20 degrees Celsius, 19 or so though, and nothing too cold through the night. Down onto the South Island, where we start off with that cloudier conditions around the likes of Canterbury to start the day, and we will have a few spots of drizzle about the foothills. They'll clear off though as we head through the daytime. Showers still with us through parts of Marlborough and Nelson. Again, they'll start to break up and clear off as we head through towards the afternoon. And for many spots on the South Island, it is a dry story, albeit rather cloudy at times, especially first thing through parts of Canterbury before that cloud starts to break up and clear away through the afternoon. But some decent spells of afternoon sunshine. In the far south, most of the time it looks to be staying dry, but I think we will find the cloud on and off through the day. You can see we've just got that next area of wet weather waiting to come towards us, and that's something we'll find for the weekend. Looking at our temperatures on the South Island, not as high as we saw through Thursday, but still highs around about 17, 18 degrees Celsius through Canterbury, and not too cold through the night time, just dipping down into single figures once again for those inland parts of Canterbury. Now the weekend is sadly going to be seeing a bit of a change in weather as low pressure runs back towards us, bringing with it stronger winds and wetter weather. That rain reaches on towards the western coast of the South Island first, but then spreads on towards the western side of the North Island during Saturday afternoon. One or two heavier falls to watch out for, particularly across those western parts of the Tasman district, out towards Golden Bay, Motueka, Takaka, seeing some wetter weather through there, but also by the end of the day, places like Taranaki, up in towards North and Auckland, seeing a bit of a wet end to Saturday as well, and a windier one as well, with those northerly winds back with us. It's very warm air, the least of our concerns, but I think it is going to be a wet one there as we head through Saturday. Into Sunday, The low pressure crosses the country. Northerly winds that drive that wet weather in towards the Bay of Plenty. Some showers still pushing back in behind it for that western side of the north side. Some of those fairly heavy, perhaps thundery. And with the low pressure now moving across the country, we have an onshore feed of air in towards Canterbury, Marlborough and those northern parts of Otago. So some wetter weather for you as well. As we head in towards the extra day of the long weekend across those northern areas, higher pressure builds back towards us, some clearer skies, but with a pretty good southerly wind. I think it will be a blustery one, but a drier and brighter day on anniversary day on Monday for Auckland and up into Northland as well. That's it from me, but as always, you can find all the latest forecasts over at metservice.com. Thanks very much for watching.